Hello everyone, this is Ricky and welcome back to Winds of Change. Let's continue with last off, shall we? We're on this one. Um, we already talked to Ulrich and Valessa, so let's investigate. This looks like a comfortable place to sit down. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the time to relax. I'm ready to get back to searching with Ulrich and Valessa. I walk over to the altar in the grand tree. There's a book sitting there, its pages spread open. At first glance, it looks completely unimportant, but I flip a few pages and then I realize there's a small piece of paper hidden between a few pages. It was important enough to hide, so I quickly read the contents.
Milas's note. Recently, the Rebel Alliance has reached out to me. At first, I pushed them away, thinking them little more than a rogue group of bandits. But they said they knew the truth about my father. How could they know? In my situation, it was hard to resist temptation. I had to ask them exactly what they knew. The truth shocked me, and I have yet to tell anybody. I might take it to my grave. It's not the truth I expected, but it did shake me to my core. My father was in the middle of an important task. As his son, I felt that it was my duty to help finish it. I have no hatred for the Triumvirate. This is simply a matter of familial ties. Were anybody posed with such a situation, I doubt their actions would differ from mine. It doesn't seem too difficult either. They've given me a blade and tasked me with protecting it. In the next little while, they will send an envoy to pick it up. At that point, I am to send someone special with them. I must keep their name secret so nobody finds out. This envoy, however, will be coming any day. I can't wait to meet him. I've been told that he knew my father, and he would have all manner of stories to tell.
Huh. Should I show the note to Ulrich and Valessa? Yes. Are you kidding me? This is important. This is it. This is what we needed. I call Ulrich. I call over Ulrich and Valessa, showing them what I found. Ulrich seems tensed up and even a little anxious.
So Milas was working with the rebellion. Apparently, he was sheltering a blade. Could that be why they attacked us?
Doing all this for a blade? Let's be realistic, Valessa.
It must have been very important. I'm assuming Milas took it with him. I don't see any blades lying around here. But about this envoy he mentioned, and this supposed special person. Ulrich, why did you lie to us?
It's true. Anybody would have figured it out by now. He seems to admit defeat and close his eyes. Almost like he didn't want to. Wait, sorry. Almost like he didn't want to see us as he spoke.
We didn't think you'd come if you knew. I tried to hide it, but I guess there's no point anymore. After seeing this attack, I need to request your help. This is far from the first village they'll raise. They're up to something much bigger. That's why you wanted to come here, right?
Yeah, you're right. There's little time to argue and nowhere else to go. It looks like you got what you needed, Ulrich. Let's get back to the town square. We'll exit the village through Main Street.
We nod and make our way out of the grand tree. I smile softly as this knowledge would be invaluable. We had probable cause of the attack and knew Milas' involvement. As soon as I woke up, I'd had everything I needed to help Valinor. The flames have spread, but it's not too bad. I need to make sure I don't inhale too much smoke. As we take slow, cautious steps, my mind is conflicted. There's one thing I can't seem to get off my mind. This blade, or whatever, was it worth all this? Destroying an entire culture over something so simple?
Sorry, I can't see all that well. You two will have to lead the way. I'm not as familiar with the surroundings.
We crouch and make our way through Valinor. I have a rising urge to cough, but I try and hold it back. We wouldn't want to make it this far and get caught. The water tank is cracking and leaking its contents. A small stream trickles down through the village. This would be our best tool to hinder the flames.
This isn't right. Not at all. Where is everyone, Ulrich? There's not a single body.
Like I said, they probably fled to safety. We need to do that too, and fast. There's nothing left for us here in Valinor.
It doesn't make any sense, though. Think about it for a second. In that alcove, we heard screams.
I mean, we did.
The people of Valinor were dying. Not only burning, but getting attacked. There should be bodies all over the place.
She was right, and it bothered me as well. The current scene didn't match what we heard. Was it possible for visions to warp this way?
What are you suggesting, Valessa? Do you think they stole the bodies?
If they did, there'd be blood. There's nothing, not even a trace. Doesn't make any sense, Ulrich. We have protocols for this kind of emergency. There should have been people in the Grand Tree, even if it was those too stubborn to shun tradition.
Why is it so important, Valessa? You seem to think everybody disappeared. We should go to Peregrino. There must be survivors. I doubt we'll find answers in Valinor. We're on the right track, so let's not waste time. We can reach Peregrino in a couple of hours.
It made sense, and finally our goals align. Searching for information and getting to safety. Survivors could be our biggest source of information.
Besides, I'm sure that Miles will be there. He can tell you everything, Valessa. I'm sure he knows what's going on.
It's a good enough plan of action, and we nod to one another. But as we continue to move, everything changes. Whoa, now that's a good evil laugh. A laugh from atop the water tank, almost maniacal.
Such loyalty to the man who condemned you all. If you want to know where Miles is, I'd love to show you. I can even reunite you with the rest of the villagers.
He's here. We stop our tracks and look up at the water tank. A silhouette of a man stands there, gripping a large blade. It's white and gold, with majesty embellished by the flames. It reminds me of the suits of armor we fought earlier. I have no doubt that there was some sort of relation. We must be looking at the man responsible for this. He jumps down from the water tank and lands with a roll. I take a few steps back, ensuring that Ulrich remains in the front. If his job was our protection, now was the time to shine through.
What a pitiful little village. It's no fun when they don't put up a fight. Did you know what they did in their final moments?
I'm guessing begging. I guess they begged you to not kill them.
They called out to you, Seer. They wanted your help, and you let them down. I guess the stories I heard about you were wrong.
Oh, that hurts. That's even worse than begging for them to be alive. They called out to someone. They needed a savior. Oh no. Oh, that's worse. Ooh. But it's not my fault. I just woke up with amnesia. I don't know nothing about the Seer stuff.
Sylvie, you already have the blade. Let us leave. We can resolve this peacefully.
Right. Wait a minute. This isn't real. But I can't reveal that this isn't real. Just gotta act like it's real. So if I die on this, I die. But at least I'll be awake. Shoot.
No survivors. Don't you remember the rule? Like a garden, we have to pluck all the weeds.
Good God, this dude is dark.
Is that all these people are to you? Sylvie, they have a culture and history.
Yes, but it's not theirs that I'm interested in. In fact, I'm only here to claim the Seer soul. Everything else was just for fun, for sport.
Oh my God. This becomes personal as they seem to know each other. They both work for opposing forces. I'm sure they fought before. It sickens me that he likens killing the villagers to a sport.
You don't mean...
My orders had nothing to do with burning down this village. I wasn't supposed to kill anyone unless I had to, either. But you know, my apprentice isn't very fun to train with.
Disgusting. Valessa, take the Seer and run. I'll catch up with you at Peregrino.
Are you gonna sacrifice yourself? Oric pulls out his blade and assumes a fight. I think he is, in a way. Assumes a fighting stance. Solve does the same, and their eyes meet in deadlock. I look at Valessa and we nod before starting to run. Unfortunately, we don't make it very far. I had a feeling. We heard Oric scream and turn back to... He got stabbed already? We just turned around. What? Solvik smirks at us, his blaze deep in Ulrich's at. What? That was barely a minute. He's already stabbed? What the hell?
Where do you think you're going, you two? It would be rude to leave before I'm done with you. Watch, and you'll see why you can never win.
You better get your hands off of me. I will throw hands. I don't care if you stab me. I will throw hands. Shoot. Oh! Oh god, the sounds. Ugh. With a grin on his face, he twists the blade inside Ulrich. Oh my god. Such a psychopath. Twisting it inside a dude. Wait. Nah, let me rephrase that. That sounds very messed up. I mean, it's probably, but let's not go that far. There's people that are dying here. Like, seriously. Defying all possibility, the gear on the base starts to spin. Soon after, everything is engulfed in a blinding white light.
Please, run.
We hear Ulrich's final words as the light subsides. When everything is back to normal, he's completely gone. No blood, no body, just Save standing there with Oh! I get it now. So that's what happened to the villagers. This sword stabs people. When someone gets stabbed by this specific sword, they literally disappear. That's why there's no blood or no body in the village. So this man has been stabbing every single person in this village. Oh. Oh damn, okay. Great, we got a psychopath in our hands. Great.
What? What did you do?
I understand I understand what happened in this village now.
I put his spirit to good use. Like I planned to do with your little friend.
He points behind us and we turn to look. The scattered pieces of armor on the ground start to move. They assemble, forming bodies that move in a slow, stiff fashion? But after a few moments, the movements become more natural. It isn't much longer until an army of automatons blocks our path. There was nowhere to go. Savi blocked the other side. You know what? If we can't run out of here and we can't fight out of here, we might as well die out of here. Shoot.
You're using their spirits to power that armor. Does that mean we've been fighting our own?
Wait, what? What type of dark magic is this?
Now you finally understand. The force of life itself bends to the triumvirate. There's no way that you could hope to stop us.
Oh, crap. He takes slow steps towards me, holding out his blade. You better back that up. I finally understood why it was so important to the Triumvirate. They could command an army of spirits simply by possessing. That is too OP. That's a little too OP, man.
As soon as I harvest the Seer's soul, I'll leave. Valessa, if you behave, I might let you go. Visit the rebels. Tell them what's coming.
Girl, you're not gonna let this man stab his sword in me, are you? Wait, whoa. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna let him kill me, are you? This is it. If he attacked me, the vision would. Oh, that's right. They don't know that this is a dream. So actually, you know what? Yeah. Come on, stab me. What you waiting for? I was armed with all the information I needed to counter this attack. Go ahead, swing that sword at me. Bet you can't swing, punk ass bitch. I would taunt him at that moment. The true purpose, the major players, and even the nature of the blade. He was so certain of his victory, he had no idea. I took a step forward, embracing what was to come. Oh wow! So my character is like, you know what? Screw it. Like, come on, bring it on. When this future came to Valinor, we would be ready. Oh! Ooh, I felt that. He thrust the blade inside me with little effort. Why you gotta say little effort? Jeez, not that much of a bottom. Come on. The pain is so intense, but I'm overcome with hope. Okay. As my vision fades, I find the strength to say one final thing. Oh, what would our last words be, Savi, Valinor will never fall to you. It's over, Savi. You already lost. Oh, I like that one. Let's make it personal. It's over, Savi. You've already lost. We'll see you next time, Valissa. At least Valissa didn't throw me. At least Valissa didn't throw me under the bus. She was just too much in shock. My eyes shoot open, and I instantly clench my gut. The pain from the vision lingers, pulsing through my body. Panting heavily, I squirm in pain, waiting for it to fade. Oh! Damn! I fall off to the side of my bed and slam into the floor. Thankfully, this makes me fully lucid, stopping the pain. For a moment, it's as if I existed in both scenarios. I rise to a sitting position and focus on my breathing. Still in shock at what happened, my heart beats frantically. It takes a while before it slows down, but I can happily wait. When these negative feelings subside, I stand up. The vision I just experienced plays on a loop in my head. I had to warn Miles. I had to ensure this didn't happen. Ah, his face appeared. A knock sounds on my door, and I lock up in fright. After what I just saw, my mind is filled with anxiety. Thankfully, as the voice calls out to me, I'm put at ease.
Hey, Seer! Open up! Don't make me wait all day again.
It's Fortaime. He's my best friend and Velissa's student. Oh, Fortaime! As my as my scribe, he had to. Oh, sorry. As my scribe, she had to train a backup, so to speak. A terrible scenario to plan for, but it had to be done. I rush over to the door and quickly unlock it. Welcoming him in, I notice a huge grin on his face. Oh? I feel relaxed. It's a brief reminder of safety.
Did you just wake up? Oh, jeez. I hope we won't be late. Don't tell me you forgot what day it is.
This is Fortaime? Oh, he's cute. Joking. According to your smell, it's no bad day. No! That's so mean. That's mean. Flirty, you're here, so is it cute guy day? Ooh, I like that answer. Whatever it is, I don't need your help. Oh, that's mean. You'll have to refresh my memory, Fortaime. That's a neutral answer. That's like basic main protagonist answer. Oh, tell me everything what happened. But no, I'm gonna be flirty. You're here, so is it cute guy day? Why is it not letting me click? Come on.
Stop that! You're saying weird stuff again. I should be the one flattering you. It's your day. Something like this only happens once a generation.
Oh, I see that smirk and smile and blush. You're not gonna hide that from me. I saw that.
You're being officially inducted. You know, the ceremony to brand you as a seer? It should have happened ages ago, but stuff got in the way.
Oh, okay. I guess I better get dressed if I'm being inducted to a power position, I guess.
Let's not delay it anymore, alright? Just sign this paper before we go. Milas wants it. Consent for the ceremony.
Okay, that's fine. Always good to ask consent. Oh, of course. Use keyboard to enter name. Ooh. My name is Rookie.
Thanks. This is exactly what I'll need. Put on something fancy. I'll wait outside.
Thanks, Rookie. I reach out to try and stop him, but he's already gone. It's for the better, though, as he must have known what I saw. Yeah, I don't think it's best to tell anyone. I think this is just between me and Valessa, for now. We'll tell Fortaime that later on in the game, probably way later on. The only people authorized to know were Miles and Valessa. Oh, Miles gets to know this? Oh yeah, because of the information. Right. I walk over to my wardrobe to look for an outfit. As Fortaime pointed out, I'm still in my small clothes. If it was a big day, I guess I have to dress the part, yeah. What should I wear? Wear elegant menswear? Or wear a beautiful dress? I'm going to wear elegant menswear because I am a male. But yes, men can wear dresses too. I don't got a problem with that. But I would personally wear elegant menswear stuff. Unless it's the Met Gala, then I don't mind being a little crazy out there. Little experimental or maybe a little gender neutral type of clothing. But yeah, that's the Met Gala. Met Gala is you gotta wear like something extravagant. You gotta wear something that makes people go like, oh wow, you know, that type of deal. Yes, that should be a fine choice. I slip into the menswear and I turn back to my room. I take in everything at once. It's a huge mess. Once I meet Fortaime, we might be busy for a while. I should finish up any last minute business while I can. But at the same time, I shouldn't keep him waiting for long. Alright, what's this? Oh, it's the tutorial thingy. Okay. Let's talk to... This character's not in your party. Oh, Fortaime's not there. Okay. So I can't do anything? I really wish I could just hop back into bed. But I guess I have responsibilities and stuff. Mood. I shouldn't keep Miles in the dark for much longer. One of my books on the creation of Alestia, August Villiers, is one of the most famous scholars in the world. I tried to collect some of his works, but he wrote so much.
On Alestia's creation. There are many theories on when Alestia came into existence. None have any foolproof evidence and are merely based on personal belief and the conviction of the individual. The most popular, however, is the belief that the Triumvirate created our world. This theory is strengthened by the fact that no history or records of history exist prior to their rule. Therefore, the passage of time on our world is measured by how many years have passed since the first recording of known history, the Triumvirate's arrival. But, as the lack of evidence cannot be considered evidence itself, this is a topic of hot debate. The answer does not seem to be within our reach, and many scholars who dedicated their lives to this knowledge have since given up and moved on. As everyone on Alestia lives in a relative peace, these pursuits are considered a waste of time. If the Triumvirate truly did create our world, then we must thank them, for they are very generous and righteous gods. Perhaps one day, though, we will know the truth. August Villiers.
Oh, Villiers. Okay. I never water this plant anymore, but it's still alive. Allegedly, plant life is a container for spiritual energy. It's odd because in that case, plants are immortal. I mean, jellyfish are immortal. My cooking space is so messy, it's embarrassing. I'm glad Fortaime didn't stay and visit. It would have been lecture after lecture. Oh, I already read this. Okay. The bread is as hard as a rock, but I guess it's better than nothing. I'm in a hurry. I'll grab one to eat on the go. Ooh. Hard bread, though? Last time Fortaime came over, he left his journal. Of course, he has nothing to hide, and he's always open. Open relationship? I'm kidding. I often benefit from his writings. He's smarter than he lets on.
On Scribes and Visions. The Scribe of Valenorth is a very important position, and one not to be taken lightly. Tasked with hearing and interpreting the visions of the seer or seeress, they bear a large mental burden. The spirits have their own language, and many visions are cryptic in nature. Though visions have become more clear over time, they started out as a mess of metaphors and confusion. It's almost as if, over many years, the realm of spirits has found ways to communicate more efficiently. This is interesting for many reasons. We must wonder if the realm of spirits is a physical entity, capable of growing and learning. There is no real explanation for this growing level of clarity in communication. It is widely believed that the realm of spirits hosts the souls of those who have left our world, but nobody has ever actually communicated with the dead or seen a long-lost loved one. Instead, these spirits grant visions of the future to those capable of witnessing them. Almost like a warning, they've helped keep Valenorth safe, and Alestia by extension. Either way, because the visions have become more straightforward, the scribe is more of a ceremonial position. Rather than carrying any real weight, it is just an attempt to continue Valenorth's tradition. Recently, Valenorth has given the scribe their own protege, someone to take over if the worst should happen. For this reason, I study valiantly under Valessa. Fortaime.
Fortaime. I was supposed to gather bags of grain for Milas. Valinor is self-sustaining, and we take turns harvesting. But I think I have something more important to talk to him about. It's a book on the true reach of the spirits. A very divisive topic and one that's always debated.
The true reach of spirits. It is a widely held belief that plant life is a container for spiritual energy. Because this energy is so pure, residents of forested areas tend to lead a happier and more fulfilling life. While many are frightened at the ability for the spirits to influence our mood, they have yet to do so in a negative fashion. To this end, many people actively seek out homes in areas surrounded by nature and this positive energy. Whether negative or positive, being influenced with unknown intent is concerning to many people. It seems to be tolerated simply because the power helps in a beneficial way. What if the realm of spirits were to lash out and make us aggressive or worse? What if they are conditioning our minds to slowly bend to their will? At that point, they could make us do any manner of bidding. This is the thought that also keeps many away from such areas of Alestia. But as there are numerous large cities, finding a home that suits your belief is far from impossible. Many ask the Triumvirate to speak on this, but they remain ever silent on the matter. Is it possible that not even our rulers know the true nature of the spirits and their reach? August Veyer.
Okay. This sword has been above my bed for as long as I can remember. It's ceremonial, and it couldn't really do anything in a fight. Fortaime gave it to me when we were younger. That's how we met. The town looks so peaceful. It's so quiet. Oh, so quiet. Shh. It's a far cry from the way I saw it last night. Hopefully the vision was far off and not impending. Better trust that vision. Oh, okay, same thing. Okay. Are we done? I think. This carpet is pretty luxurious. Valessa gave it to me. It sure beats walking on the cold wooden floor. Scribes go all out when it's their Seer's birthday. You're about to visit the world map for the first time. Click the question mark in the bottom corner for a tutorial. The story, flow, and exploration will be explained in more detail. Okay. Great tree. Town square. Miles' house. Main street. Exit. So the only place we can go to now is Main Street, right? There we go. When I exit my house, I feel a wave of heat overtake me. The sun pierces through the canopy of Valinor with fierce intensity. Some of the residents use makeshift fans, looking utterly exhausted. Fortaime, however, stands there unaffected, with a huge smile on his face.
Wow, I didn't expect you to dress that fancy. I'm a little jealous now. I feel underdressed. You should do my wardrobe next time we go out.
Nice.
Hey, are you okay? You look a little shaken up. Are you nervous about the ceremony?
Going for the truth, huh? Okay. I had a concerning vision last night.
Oh, I see. Perhaps we should find Valessa first. It must have been bad if you're acting like this.
Yeah.
But hold on. Just remember the basics. Visions are never foolproof. They're always full of errors. It's like looking at a painting. It's up to interpretation. Everyone who looks at it would walk away with something different.
True. Fair point.
Not that I have visions, I'm just trying to help. Valessa will make sense of everything you saw. I know it. Sometimes visions make mountains out of mud piles.
Fortaime, or Fortan, Fortaime, is worse than you think.
Whoa, really? Scare me half to death, why don't you? Let's put everything on hold then, and get Valessa.
Yeah.
We're supposed to meet her in the town square. But if this is as bad as you say, you better tell me too. Not as a scribe in training, but as a friend. Got it?
You got it, Fortaime. I'll have to play it by ear, Fortaime. That's neutral. You're asking me to break our secret traditions? No, that's mean. I'm sorry, I have to obey the rules all. And then this is more flirty. You're more than a friend to me, Fortaime. You know what? I'm going the flirty route. Screw it. I'm going the flirty route.
Hey, you really need to stop saying weird stuff. You're gonna make me blush in front of everyone else.
Oh, really? If you're blushing, that means you like it.
Anyway, we should head to the town square. With this vision business, we'll have a busy day. Don't waste too much time, alright?
Fortaime has joined your party. Fortaime has now permanently joined your party. Yay! A comrade joining your party also retroactively unlocks content. For example, you can bring Fortaime to your home and talk to him there. It is a good idea to form a habit of revisiting previous areas. Oh, cool. Lots of backtracking. Awesome. This is my home. There's not much to say. There's not much more to say. I know it's a mess inside, but I'll have to fix that later. Maybe Fortaime and I could have a private word inside.
A bit bigger than my house, but mine has more rooms. Which is better, though? More rooms or more space? My interior design books don't really cover that aspect.
More space, it's more luxurious, more rooms, you get more privacy. Both are great, it's just how you use them. I say both are great.
The master has spoken. I guess it's true, though. Work with what you have. And if you don't have it, someone else surely will.
House. Let's go to my house. Oh, we can... Yes, we can talk now.
Hey.
Hello. So what do you think of my room?
Well, it's a huge mess, for one. You should see mine. It's flawless. I'm actually tempted to start cleaning. But I know I shouldn't do that without permission. Last time I did that, I got into a whole mess of trouble. A story for another time, I guess. Or whenever you ask.
You really are neat-free. Be my guest. Clean whatever you want. What happened last time? I should hire you to be my maid.
Is that a serious offer? Because, you know, I'm very interested. Even if Milas says that's against the rules.
Okay, then we can keep it a secret then.
But I'll wait until you make a formal offer. Sometimes I act on impulse and make a fool of myself. There was big trouble last time I cleaned without permission.
Oh, really? What happened last time?
I saw a house so dirty I couldn't resist. It turned out to be Milas' spare study home. Everything was messed up, but with purpose.
Oh.
He said it took him months to recover. I messed with his stuff and threw his studies off. I'll never forgive myself for doing that. He said it was unbecoming of me. I had to look up the word, but I guess it's true. As a scribe in training, I need to show some class.
Be my guest. Clean whatever you want.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so scared you'd get mad at me. Give me a few minutes. I won't take long. Wait, Why is there a sack of grain on the floor? And your cooking area is an absolute mess. This is going to take longer than I thought.
You really are a neat freak, huh?
I'm pretty sure that's an understatement. I just can't stand when something is out of place. It drives me insane. Makes me freak out.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's a good trait to know if I want to date you. I mean, wait, what?
Don't be offended if you see me messing around. Everything has an order. A perfect place it should be. I just like putting things where they belong.
How do you like being a scribe in training?
It's pretty great, actually. Everything is given to me by Valinor. Money, food, a house, you name it. I work with Valessa more than you, though. I'm kind of disappointed about that. We tend to roleplay real scenarios. She'll take on your role, and I'll take on hers. Playing a scribe for a scribe. Best possible training. Unfortunately, I doubt I'll ever be a real one.
Oh, don't say that. You'll be a good one. Do I get input on who my scribe is?
I don't think there's any protocol for that. But I assume Milas has the final word there. Or whoever the Elder is at any given time. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow. But I hope you're not trying to say Valessa is bad. Is there something I'm not seeing here?
No. Oh, no, not at all. I was just curious. She's fine. More than fine, actually. I actually much prefer to work with you. This is going to deepen the bonding, isn't it?
Whoa, are you serious? I got the feeling that I kind of annoyed you. Sorry, I don't know how to respond to that. But I really don't think I can be your scribe. I can only take over if something happens to Valessa. And trust me, I really don't want that to happen.
Oh.
We'll have to find other ways to work together. Or we could even hang out in our off time. There's no rule against doing that. Sometimes you just have to...
Oh, not at all. I was just curious.
Oh, I guess I jumped to conclusions again. I really need to stop doing stuff like that. I hope I was able to help your curiosity, though. We have to obey the rules set in stone by Valinor. I'm just happy that we all get along with each other. This trio could have been a lot worse, if you ask me.
What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I really love climbing trees. Aside from that, I love reading and cleaning. It's a simple life here. But I have no problem with it. I have a lot of time off. Way more than Valessa. Honestly, I think I only do half of what she does. Just means I need to keep myself occupied. If you see me with cuts and bruises, don't freak out. I'm pushing myself to the limits, climbing bigger trees. Before you know it, I'll be on top of the grand tree.
Sounds fun. Maybe I'll join you. Don't hurt yourself too much, Fortaime.
Wait, seriously? That sounds awesome! I'll have to choose something easy then. I don't want to throw you right into it. Valinor needs you, and I won't screw that up. But it might be fun having an apprentice to teach.
How long have you been in training?
About 5 years less than Valessa. After the Triumvirate took over Mazeo, we were scared. So I think it was a worst-case scenario type of thing. Some people say that Mila's father trained him too. That's why he was able to take over so easily. That means he's like me, but for the position of Elder.
What happened in Mazeo?
You must be messing with me. Is this a test? I'd rather not talk about that, if it's all the same. At least approach the subject a little more casually.
Did something really bad happen there? Or is it just that bad? Have you ever thought about a job on the side?
I don't think I'm really allowed to do that. The training I go through is already mentally exhausting. I need to devote my spare time to blowing off steam.
Oh, what do you mean by blowing off steam?
Of course, this is under Milas orders. I'm sure I could handle something if I really wanted, but getting in trouble with him really isn't worth it.
What would you do if you could?
To be honest, I just like helping people. So probably cleaning up here and there, keeping tidy. I consider a day successful if I've made someone else smile. Maybe I could be a problem solver or something. People always need some help, so I'd never go bored. It would always involve something new and exciting. Of course, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Milas says I'm not allowed to do any extra work. Training has to be my most important focus.
I could offer you some under-the-table work.
That sounds awesome. It really does. But I'd never hear the end of it from Milas. If I overload my brain with work, I'll slip up. He says I always need to be at the ready. Unfortunately, that leads to a lot of waiting around. Who would have thought too much spare time is an issue? That's why I do things I can always cut short. Climbing a tree? Just hop down and try again later. Cleaning? Just stop. The mess isn't going anywhere.
That's pretty harsh of violence to demand.
I could think of much worse things to do. Considering that, it's not too bad on my end. My life is simple, and there's some beauty in that. You and Valessa always seem so busy. I'd rather stay in my situation than be overworked. I'm sure you cope with it, but I doubt I could. I hope I never have to step up either. That would mean something terrible happened to Valessa. I don't even want to think about that. Let's move on.
Have you ever thought about quitting as a scribe in training?
Oh no, I could never do that to you. You need me, and all of Valenorth needs me. I'm not as important, but I'm still important. We're almost as important as the Elder, actually. He even looks to us for guidance sometimes. I love the job. It just has some downsides. I wouldn't mind leaving Valenorth one day, but that's probably just because I'm not allowed to. You know what they say about wanting what you...
Oops.
I wouldn't mind leaving Valenorth one day, but that's probably just because I'm not allowed to. You know what they say about wanting what you can't have.
Do you like living in Valenorth?
Yeah, it's great here. Sometimes I wish I could leave, but it's dangerous out there. Mazeo is the closest city, and we all know what happened there. Balteus would be way too cold for me, and Alarinthia would be way too warm. I think we have it perfect right here.
What can you tell me about Baltius?
Well, it's really far up north. The Triumvirate is stationed there. I've heard their castle is amazing.
Oh, I bet.
But I don't think too many people live there. From what I've read, it's full of their most loyal subjects. So they're honor guard, and prospective generals. I've heard they have a grand library, though. In Valenorth, my reading material is really limited. I'd say a library like that makes up for the cold.
What can you tell me about Alarinthia?
The tribal lands, to the far east. I know very little about Alarinthia, except that it's hot. You have to be really strong to live in a place like that. And that's who lives there, mostly. They take strength very seriously, and hold tournaments. Fighting is a big deal. It determines who holds the throne. But there's barely any books on it here. I'm really only educated on Valenorth and Mazeo. Maybe someone else could teach you about Alarinthia.
What can you tell me about Mosea?
It's the trade hub of Alestia, full of docks and ships. I really hate talking about this, so I'll make it quick. It's been over 20 years since the Triumvirate occupied it. They put a trade ban in effect as soon as they did. It doesn't affect me too much, except for a type of apple. My parents used to treat me with them when I was younger. Hopefully one day they remove the stupid ban. They say it keeps order on things, but I'm not sure. More laws just means more rules to break, right? Anyway, yeah, Mazeo is a really interesting place. Everyone said the force they used to occupy it was justified. Eliminating piracy and bringing the law to Mazeo was necessary.
Maybe one day we'll get to leave Valenorth.
That would be cool, but I highly doubt it. We have strict orders to remain in Valenorth at all times. And Milas isn't the type of guy to let anyone break the rules. It's been this way for thousands of years. I don't think we'll get any special treatment. I mean, we can dream, but it won't really go anywhere.
I'm pretty hopeful, actually.
Oh yeah? What makes you think that? Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to get my hopes up. It took me long enough to come to terms with it the first time.
Hmm. Excellent. Perfect. Alright, let's save our game. Definitely, because that was quite a long one. Uh, I'm going to have to end my video from here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Winds of Change. Peace.